Morning. Furnace is going in the background. It's kind of noisy and it's kind of cold out there, a little minus 30 today. I am making the caps that go on the front of the wings. I've made a template. I've transferred that template to 2x6, and all I'm worried about is the curve. I've got it clamped down, piece of plywood cut out as wide as I need it and as long as I can have. Got it clamped down. I'm going to router out the first piece. The little squares there, those, I'm not worried about routering that out. I'm just going to take it and put it on the bandsaw and cut. So that's nice and straight. I'll know that will be nice and straight. Then I don't have to worry about taking out the corners or anything like that. The only thing I'm worried about with the router is getting that nice round curve on there. So I've created that template to get a nice round curve on there. And I'll router that. Take it to the bandsaw, cut, and that'll be done. I've already got a stack of them done there. Focus. I don't know how this stupid camera never wants to focus, but 11 done. 4 more to go for the first wing. And this seems to be working good and fairly quickly. I can clamp that down, router it, cut it, move it up, router it, move it up, and so it's going along pretty darn quick. All right. And there it is routered out. Got a nice curve on there. And like I said, I'll just take it, cut out these corners on the bandsaw, and she'll be good to go. Then, because this is just a straight edge, I can measure and mark that nice and straight on there so it cuts just like it's supposed to cut. The biggest part that I'm worried about is when I'm doing the routering, getting that nice round edge. So that's why I've created a nice round edge here, so they'll all be the same. And then that's just simply straight cuts. I'm not going to worry about that with the router. It's quicker just to hammer that out with the saw. There we go. And here's that rib for the Horner wingtip. I shortened this up. I shortened this just a wee bit. The rest I let as it was. I put doublers in here, or whatever T intersections, to make these good and stiff, stiffeners, and did basically the same as the original rib. Now, I'll take that when that's dry and stick that on there and see how that is. And I still haven't decided whether I'm going to go with plywood. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put in some spar holders, or whatever you want to call them, coming out from the spar to hold it. See how stiff that is, and really go from there. I don't even think it's going to need 1/8 ply. We're using 1/32 for the wing bow here, the front leading edge. So I'm going to see how that is going, and that's going to cover this part of the wing tip. From here back, I'll see what I can use. I just might use that 1/32 going all the way along there, and because it's not going to be any weaker than fabric is going to be, and it's going to probably be stronger, and it's going to add a lot of stability to that wingtip, I think. So I might go just with the plywood. I'm going to put it on and take a look. Anyways, that's that final outboard Horner wingtip rib. There they are. I actually did 35. It only calls for 30. But I'm planning to do on the front there landing light. So you put those on every rib. So you'd have one there, you'd have one there. So there and there. But I want to put a landing light in. So I'm going to have to add one or two in that bay where I'm going to put the landing light. So instead of 30, I did up 35. And I found the trick, I actually got done quite quickly, and there was a big mess of sawdust everywhere. I did 3 at a time. Clamped them on there, and more accuracy, more consistent. That's just the way to go. So if you're doing it, I would suggest 3 at a time. That's all. I only had a bit for 3 at a time, and my router, I only got a 1.5 horsepower old Ryobi. I was going to bring out the big guns. I got a big freaking 3 horsepower router in there, plunge router, but I didn't have to bring that sucker out. So the little guy did the job, burned a bit. Take it slow, it'll work through it, and have fun. All right, I'm not sure what the next step is. I'm just waiting for that last rib to dry for the Horner. I might cut off the spar tip, I guess you call them. Cut that off and fabricate one that goes up like that. So I may do that today, or after all that ruddering, I just might go and have a beer.